So today we'll be discussing about in module 2 dictionaries. First, let me explain the concept. Then I'll be doing hands-on experience, the hands-on instructions using the Python interactive shell. So today we'll be learning about introduction to dictionary, dictionary versus list, and dictionary methods. So last class we studied about the list. So what is a list? It's another type of data structure where you'll be having the values and it's a mutable data structure. So similarly here today we are going to study about the dictionaries. Yeah. Introduction to a dictionary. So what it is, a dictionary is a mutable collection of many values. It's a collection of values and it is a mutable. So we discussed last class what is mutable and what is immutable with respect to list. So index of dictionaries are called keys and key with its associated value is called key value pair. So you can imagine a dictionary, something like that. It is represented with a curly braces. So we know that list is always represented with a square bracket and dictionary will be represented with a curly braces. Okay. And it is having a pair of key and value. So key value pair will be there. Okay. So each dictionary will be key followed by the colon and its value. Example, if we take my cat is a dictionary, okay. So here, how many key value pairs are there? 1, 2, 3. In the first example, size is a key and its associated value is fat. And the second one, color is a key and its associated value is gray. And in the third one, this position is a key and its corresponding value is loud. So each key value pair is separated with a comma. Empty dictionary is represented with a curly braces. So keys, dictionary's keys are, in this example, the keys are size, color and disposition and the values are fat, gray and loud. So you can imagine a dictionary is a data structure where you'll be having key and value. Each pair will be separated with a comma and always the key value pair will be enclosed within a curly braces. So let's go to the next example. The same thing. My cat is a dictionary and these are the values you can access. So we know that how can I access an element or a value in a list is with the help of a indexing. So where in the list it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3. If there are the list size is 5, it starts from 0 to 4. And if you want to access any particular value, we'll be using an indexing value. That is an integer value to access a value in a particular position, similar to your array. But in dictionary, if you want to access any value, we should know its key value. You can access the value through their keys. For example, my cat is a dictionary and I'll be specifying the size. Okay. It's not mandatory that key should be always a integer. That can be anything. In this example, the key size is a string. The value corresponding to that is a fat, is also a string. If you want to access the value, that is possible via the keys related to that particular values. For example, my cat will be specifying the size. So it will return the value related to that particular keyword. It will be returning the fat. Dictionaries can still use integer value as keys, just like list use integer for indexing. Okay. They do not have to start 0. They can be any number. So in the key position, you can use anything. You can use a string. Okay. You can also use an integer. It's not mandatory that the first one should be always starts from the 0. Any random number you can use. So it is not depending upon the indexing. It's each value is totally depending upon its corresponding key value. 1, 2, 3, 5. For example, if I take a spam is a dictionary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what? It's a key. What is its corresponding key value? A value, luggage combination. The second one is 42 and its corresponding value is the answer. So like this, dictionary can be viewed as it's a collection of key value pairs or key value items. Each is separated with a comma. So what is the syntax? Syntax is nothing but just now key colon value. So this is a key value we'll be having. Let's see what is the difference between dictionary and list. So list already we have discussed in the previous sessions. Okay. Unlike list, items in dictionary are unordered. So what about in the list? If you take, everything will be ordered. That is the zeroth position. If you have some number, okay, uh, the value is associated with its index. But in dictionary, it's not like that. It's unordered. The first item in the list name, for example, spam would be spam zero. If you want to specify the first item in a list and the list name is spam, so how can you fetch or access the value? The list name followed by its index value. But there is no first item in the dictionary. In dictionary, there is no first item or second item, anything. Okay. The order can be anything. The order of items matter of determining whether two lists are same. It doesn't matter what order the key value are typed in the dictionary. Okay. And if you are comparing two lists, what is that? It should be in the same position. Okay. In dictionary, it is not like that. It can be in any position. It is not depending upon the order of the items. So if I explain this, the following examples, you will come to know. Okay. For example, look at here. Spam is a list. And what are the elements or what are the items of that list? Cats, dogs, and mouse. So here it is represented with a square bracket. And we have one more list called Bacon. And the elements are dogs, mouse, and cats. Okay. So when you compare these two, span double equal to backend, so it will give false. Why? You may ask why it is giving false, because all the elements are present, but all the elements index is not. In the first one spam, when you take at index 0 we have cats, in backend at index 0 we have dogs. Okay. Similarly, second one, third one. Yes, all the elements are there, but they are not in the same order. That is, the index of the corresponding elements are not same. So that's why it is returning a false value. Okay. But what about in case of dictionary? Let's take a dictionary example. We have a dictionary called eggs. Okay. And we have some set of key value pair elements. The first one, name is a key and its corresponding value is Zofia. Next is spices, spaces cat, and age is 8. So like this we have. Similarly, the spam. So when you look at here also they have not ordered, there is a random. But when you try to compare these two, it is giving true. So what is the meaning of this? The dictionary is not is a unordered data structure, but list is a ordered data structure. When you are comparing two lists, it is necessary that both the lists should be in the same order, the element should be in the same order. But when you are comparing two dictionaries, it is not necessary that the key value pair element should be in the same order. This can be in any order. So there is no ordered in the dictionary, it's an unordered data structure. Okay. Because dictionaries are not ordered, they can't be sliced like a list. So last we discussed about what is slicing. So slicing is nothing but in a given list, I'll be selecting this sub list. That is, only some elements will be selected to another list or copied to the another list with the help of it can be negative slicing or the positive slicing. Because the dictionary is an unordered, okay, it is not depending upon the indexing, it is the value fetching or accessing is depending upon the key value, not depending upon the index. This cannot be sliced, we cannot slice the dictionaries. So trying to access a key that doesn't exist in a dictionary will result in a key error message. Okay, assume that spam, it's a dictionary and you are trying to access spam color, that is you are passing in what, you'll be passing in key value, but it is not there, color is not present in the given dictionary, so it will give an error. Okay, just one sec. Yeah. Okay. The next one, We will come across now some of the methods related to dictionary, how we have studied in list. Similarly, dictionary will be having some set of methods. So majorly there are three dictionary methods that will return a list like values of the dictionaries, key values and both keys and the values. So what are the three methods are keys, values and items. So what is the first one? Keys. So when you call this particular method with respect to any dictionary, it will return all the keys of that particular dictionary. Similarly, when you call values method with respect to a dictionary, it will return all the values, and items will return both keys and the values. So these are the three methods we can use with respect to dictionary methods. The values returned by these methods are not true list. So what do you mean by true list? We know that in list is you can be add, you can append, you can delete, you can remove. So but the list which is written by this dictionaries cannot are not true list, so they cannot be modified and do not have append method, anything you cannot apply. But if I want to achieve that, then what we have to do? So we have to convert that to the list. So dictionary keys, dictionary values, and dictionary items can be used in for loops to iterate the values. Okay, let's go with an example. Dictionary methods continue. So spam is a dictionary. So color is a key and red is a value. Age is a key and 42 is a value. So this is an example. Spam is a dictionary. Okay. So let's now, I'll call values method with respect to spam, spam dot values. So what is this spam? Spam is nothing but a dictionary which is already declared, defined, okay? And you will be calling values. So what spam values will return? It will return a list of values. What are the values in this example? Red and 42. And you can use for in method to access those values. So for v in spam dot values. So each and every time v will be the values which is accessed from that particular dictionary. So the output will be red and 42. Similarly, I can go with the next one, spam dot keys. So what is keys? Keys is a method with respect to a dictionary. Spam is a dictionary already defined. Okay. For K in spam keys means spam keys will return the list of all the keys, that is color and age. With the help of for loop, I'll be accessing and I'll be printing. So the output will be color and age. The next method with respect to dictionary is the items. Spam dot items. So what this will do? This will return both values. This will return both keys, values, items, and the this will return both. So this will return both items, key values, and the values. Okay. So print I, the output will be color and red. So this will be a tuple. So our next data structure, what we are going to study about the tuples. Okay. So color red is a item. Color red is in keys and the value age and 42. Okay. So this will be written in the form of items. Each item, keys and values will be written. Okay. So a true list from one of these method. How can I get a true list? What do you mean by a true list? After accessing these keys, values, and items, if I want to append or if I want to remove anything, that should be in a true list form. How can I achieve this? That can be done with the help of a okay. So that is possible with you have to convert that to the list spam keys. When you pass this, it will be returning to the color age. The next is the multiple assignment trick in one for loop to assign values and keys to separate the variables. Look at this example. Spam, color, red, age and 42. What is color? It's a key. What is red? Its corresponding value. What is age? Age is a key and its corresponding value is 42. Okay. So I'll be using a for loop to iterate the items for k comma v in spam items. So what is spam items? It will return both key and value. Okay. And each and every time when you call k comma v, so k represents the first one key and v represents the value, and you can convert this to string and you can print. So if you are not using only v, then it will take the whole item. The whole item can be, what is that is, you can separate to different variables with the help of a two variable names k and v. Okay, this is in one of the example. Next, checking whether the key or a value is exist in a dictionary. How can I achieve this? Whether a key or a value is present in dictionary or not is with the help of a in and not in operators. Already we have used this with respect to strings and the list. So in this example, the in and not in operators can check whether a certain key or a value exists in a dictionary or not. Let's take a spam name. This. So I want to check whether name in spam keys. So you'll be checking spam keys whether it is present or not. If it is present, it will return true. Yes, name is present. Spam keys. How this is executed? First, spam keys will be executed. What is keys? Keys is a method which will access all the key values of a dictionary, and this is in a form of a list. In that list, you are checking whether the name is there. If it is there, yes, it is true. How can we check this? With the help of a in operator. Okay, the next one is color in spam keys. Because it is not there, it will be returning the false. The next one, color not in spam keys. Yes, color is not there, so it will return the true value. So color in spam, whenever you want to check the color is present, see here I am not using keys or values. I am just using the dictionary name. So what happened in this case? It will check only the keys, not the values. Similarly, you can check with the values also. Okay, so this is about the some of the topics related to the dictionary. Let's execute some of the instruction and we'll see how it is working. Okay. Once it be online, I'll share. Yeah, I've shared the Python shell. I hope you are able to see. Okay. If you're not able to see, just inform. Okay. Yeah. Let's see now. How can I create an empty dictionary? D equals to, okay. It's a empty dictionary. How do I know that it's an empty dictionary? Let's check type. It's a class of dictionary. Okay. How can I assign a value? For example, I'll say C key value and its corresponding value is cat, comma, D colon dog. Okay. Let me print D. So these are the values. First pair is C and cat. Second pair is D and dog. Okay. So which are the keys here? C and D are the keys. Cat and dog are the values. Together, key and value, it's called as an item. Okay. So now Let me check some of the examples. So D is like this. Let me take one more example. For example, G. G is equal to same thing. I'll say D colon dog, comma C colon cat. Okay. Now I'm comparing both D equals to G, D equals to G. Okay. Why it is giving true? Already we know that in dictionary it's an unordered. There is no ordered. But here also we have a key pair of C and cat. Here also C and cat. D and dog. D and dog. But it is not ordered. When you try to compare, if you cut to convert this to the list, it will give a false. Why? Because if you're comparing two lists, the order should be same. Okay, the elements order should be same. But in case of dictionary, it is not like that. That's why dictionary is an unordered. I cannot access with the help of an index. For example, I want to access the cat. Okay, so how can I access the cat? For example, I'll say D. Okay, and its corresponding key value. So I can access the key, the value with the corresponding key. There is no indexing. It is not like that. It is starting from 0, 1, 2. No, indexing is not possible in dictionary. If you want to access the value, you have to use its corresponding key value. Similarly, if I want to access cat, I have to use its corresponding key value. Okay. And already we discussed that it's not necessary that you have to use any number also. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, I'll say 6, 7, comma, uh, 6, 7, 8, colon, 90. This is also one of the dictionary. If I use now D, if I use now D, 6, 6, 7, 8, an error, 1, 6. Okay, let me take again. D 1, 2, 3, colon, 8, 9, comma, 4, 5, 6, colon. This is a dictionary. Okay. So what are the key? Keys are 1, 2, 3, 123 and 456. Now I'm trying to access with the help of a key. What it will give? 900. What happen if, for example, if the key which is not present I am trying to access, then it will give an error. I hope it's clear. Dictionary is a pair of key value elements or items. So now see, let's take an example now. I'll be calling D dot keys. We studied three methods, right? Keys, values, and items. Let's see what is the answer here. So it will return the list of key elements, that is 123 and 456, which is inside a tuple called dictionary keys. Okay. I don't want in this form because you cannot append, you can access nothing. What I have to do, let me take one more thing. I'll say L is equal to list D dot keys. Okay. The same D dot keys I have used. What is D? D is a dictionary and keys is nothing but what? It's a method. It will access or it will take all the key elements which are present in that dictionary. In this case, whatever it will collect, I am converting to the true list. What do you mean by true list? It will be having all the features of a list. You can append, you can remove, you can delete everything. And that is assigning to L. Now let me print L. L is 246. Can I append? Yes, L dot append. The previous case, here in dictionary keys, I cannot append, I cannot modify, just it will give the information which are the keys. So what I have done, and I have converted to list. Similarly, let me go to the D dot values. Okay, it will return the list of values 89 and 100, and it is inside a predefined tuple dot dictionary values. I'll come to this. What is tuple? That is the next data structure. I don't want in this form. I want it to be in a true list. So let me take v is equal to, I'll say convert whatever the list we get, that is t dot values. Okay. See, now all the values what we have fetched, okay, from the dictionary, it is in a list B. Okay. Similarly, one sec B line. Okay. So D equals to, let me take one more the same example. C cat comma D colon dog. I'll be using now D dot items. So when you call D dot items, it will return each, it's a tuple of, it's an array of tuple of items. What is the first item? C and cat, and the second is D and dog. So it will be returned. Okay. The same thing, the for loop just now we discussed, for I in, what is that is D dot values print I, what it will print? Cat and dog. So in this case, D dot values, we just now we discussed, will return all the values cat and dog. With the help of a I value, you can print. Okay. Similarly, let me take keys here. It will return C and D. Okay. Let me come. I'll be printing items. It will be printing C, cat and dog. Okay. So let me take in another example where I want to check whether it is present or not. So I'll say so, okay. So now again, what I have to check, in and not in operator. For example, I've taken D is equal to I want to check dog, dog in d dot values. It will say true. That is, you are checking whether first how it will be executed. D dot values. So values is a method with respect to a dictionary. So it will fetch all the values and it will be in a array. Sorry, not array. It's in a list. In that list, you are checking whether the dog is present or not. Next, we take next one. So I'll say fox in D dot values. It will say false. Or you can also just check dog in D. Okay. So it will check only the keys, I guess. Let me check C. C in D. It will say true. So if you take only the dictionary, then it indirectly it will check the keys. Or you can also specify D dot keys. So these are the some of the things we have studied today. What is dictionary and what is the difference between list and dictionary? What are the three methods, values, keys, and the items with respect to dictionary? And what is the use of in and not in operator with respect to dictionaries? Okay, so already I have told to everyone, please execute some of the small programs and try to understand the concept. Just reading or just observing what I'll do, you can't be master in any one of the programming language. Okay, so any doubt? Okay. Okay, then thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.